I don't know who needs to hear this, but God said that your tribe will not be where you're from. Who you're meant to connect with, you'll find a few people here and there, but you're looking for the closest people to support you. But the closest people that are around you, they're still used to who you used to be. They're still used to the person they used to probably party with, club with, smoke with, drink with. But God's changing you into somebody that will be unrecognizable. So when they see you, they think that you're faking, but they don't realize how powerful the God of the Israelites are. They don't realize how powerful the God, the Almighty is, the omnipresent, the beginning and the end. I'm just saying, they don't realize how powerful that God is. They don't realize that God's changing you, that God's working on you, and that it's not an overnight process. So sometimes just because they may get you to be mad, they think that, oh, she hasn't changed. But you know, when you feel that conviction from the Holy Spirit about how you acted to change, and the correction to change, and sometimes some of the haters that are around you, some of the correction that they don't realize, that they feel like that they're hating, but with that correction, they're hating and they're bringing you down. But all they're doing is making you better by looking at your faults, because who sees your faults more than a hater, right? They don't realize how God is changing your life, how God is changing every piece inside of you. And the people that are around you now, they don't have to accept the new you, you know? They don't realize that God made your steps like he made Joseph. God made your heart like he made Jesus's heart. And he is doing a new thing. Something that is not the traditional, right? He's switching up, he's changing it, because he needs people who are different, people who are able to take the heat and not have men around them that are championing them, but only God championing them at first, to be able to shake things up. Because as a follower of Christ, I can say Christian, but so many people say that they're Christian, but they don't even realize that they're not following Christ at all. Their steps and their world looks like the world, right? Because I was a Christian, but my steps and my walk look like the world. And in this season, God's reminding me that he is working on me, and he can't give me the things that I desire without me giving the things that I desire to him, and him correcting it, and him setting up my steps. And where I was going with that, like, Holy Spirit, get me back on the right track. He needs you to go in dark places, right? Where people may not like you, but they're drawn to you. There's a light in you that they're drawn to, and they just cannot understand why they don't like you, but they just don't like you. And it's because the Holy Spirit in you, the God in you, the light in you is vexing their darkness. And it's making them question, have they been living right? Have they been doing right? What do they need to work on? So they don't dislike you, really. They dislike the light and the God in you, and the spirit you have to change, the spirit you have in you to win, the spirit you have in you to motivate other people to do the same, right? So just be wary that your path may be like Joseph, where you'll get a lot of people betraying you, you know, and that's okay, because that betrayal will be on them. And also it might be something to wake them up in the end, you know. It's not about us. It's what I realize. It's not about us. It's about being the light of the world, getting as many people in this world to turn their lives to Christ as much as we can. That is the goal. That is the whole entire goal. Because when sin was introduced into the world, that is when chaos happened, right? And so many people, they've grown up in chaos. They had no other choice. So their path is just straight to the same chaos that they grew up in. And then God placed you in their path. Boom. Here you are, a light. Here you are, somebody who tries to do the right thing. And somehow they make it seem like something's wrong with you. And so that light, it starts to illuminate, Because what I realized with me is, for some reason, as much as people say this and the third about me, they just keep being attracted to me again. And I'm like, why do they keep coming back, Lord? Why? If I'm such a, bad person in a sense, or I'm just whatever it is that they put on me, why do they keep coming back? And I get the message of your light is attracting them. They see you changing. They see something different in you that they didn't see before, where they thought that you were pretty much trash that they can throw out. And now they see how you can motivate and illuminate the darkness that is in their life and help them feel good again initially, because a lot of people feel dark and heavy. And some of us, when we feel that, we put that onto others and we project it into others. But some others of us, a lot of times we feel convicted when we do that, And some of you have the heart of David, where within your sin, you still have been a light. You still have somehow drew people to God or drew people to a light, And yeah, when you don't get the type of feedback and the type of not, just from other people that you expected to receive it back, whether it be close friends, family, they're not supporting you like you just want them to, because I was there. Just remember that God will send you your tribe. It might not be here, but just keep going. And with that, I'm going to leave a verse, Isaiah 55:5. It just came up to me. Surely you will summon a nation you do not know, and nations do not know you will run to you. For the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, has bestowed glory on you. And basically the verse, this is just a highlight from what I was reading. This verse emphasizes the calling of nations to God and reflects the glory bestowed upon his people. It also connects the themes of evangelism and Great Commission, highlighting the outreach to those unfamiliar with God's message. You're going to unfamiliar places, and you just got to keep going. Even when it feels like those around you didn't support you. Even when it feels like those around you, for some reason, you always attract people who find something wrong with you. Just keep going and put up boundaries. If you feel that the people around you, their spirit is bringing you down, disconnect yourself. Stop explaining yourself. That is all. That is it. Until next time.